What's up, Knuckles? Something bugging you?
No time for games, Sonic. Give me the emeralds you have, right now!
What? Let's just see you take them. Huh.
And welcome back to Let's Play Sonic Adventure DX. Last time we finished up Ice Cap, Casinopolis, I always have to stop and think, and I think Windy Hill. And this time we are confronting Knuckles the Echidna in our first character battle. So, you know, Knuckles is a pretty cool character in a lot of these games. I know he put up quite the fight in Sonic Hedgehog 3. This game not so much, because if you're not just trying to mess around during an intro, just do that.
Oh no!
That's it.
Oh no! The Chaos Emeralds!
Eggman!
Uh-oh!
Ha! Like taking candy from a baby!
That's a Chaos Emerald!
That's right, fool! You made it all too easy! You practically gave them to me!
Hold it right there, creep! You can't get away with this! Knuckles, don't tell me Eggman tricked you again!
Me? What about you?
Way to go, Knucklehead!
Now I have 4 lovely emeralds! Chaos! These are for you, my friend!
Oh! He transformed again!
Man, no one ever cuts us any slack!
And we have yet another boss battle, believe it or not, against Chaos 4. Now, Chaos 4 brings up a good point. Sonic, Tails, and Knuckles are all present, so you may be thinking, how is this gonna work? And to answer that question is, I'm gonna cut out a ton. So, the character battle happens with every character. Knuckles fights Sonic, Sonic fights Knuckles, Tails fights Knuckles. Then you get a similar but different cutscene, and this was actually something that bothered me when I was a kid, but I've actually come to appreciate, because there's nuance to it. Believe it or not, this game actually has nuance or something. But then everyone fights Chaos 4. Which is stupid, because this boss is honestly kind of a troll in the first place. We're getting good patterns. He's rising out of the water pretty quickly. When he rises out of the water and you can hear an audio cue, you hit him. That's it. You can actually take damage if you sink too far, but the problem is he does a little flippy taking out the little lily pads attack, right? And he also has an attack where he can split up into several bubbles and sort of bounce around. That is only a time sink, because they're extremely easy to avoid. But I'm getting like incredibly good RNG for the most part on this fight. He's not doing the really tedious attacks, so I'm thankful for that. Maybe he only does that for Knuckles though, as I think about it. There are differences. Tails' version takes 1 less hit than Sonic and Knuckles. Yeah, see why this boss sucks? Because it just kills time so much. But we're done.
Hey, I'll play with you some other time!
You can actually glitch it, so the controller's like rumbling like nuts. I've had it happen a couple times on GameCube, but I have rumble turned off on the 360 though.
Behold my floating masterpiece, the Egg Carrier! But it pales in comparison to the power of chaos. Adieu, until we meet again, my friends.
Hey, we can't let him get away! Let's get to my workshop and we'll take the tornado!
Yeah!
You guys go. I have some unfinished business to take care of.
No problem, Knuckles. We'll take care of everything here.
Come on! Let's get going!
Now you can play with Knuckles! Yay! One thing to keep in mind is remember how he said unfinished business. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm gonna say, remember that line.
What's the matter? What are you waiting for?
Because there's actually a flub that is one that's always stood out to me for some reason. But it's a Knuckles story, so that's a ways off. Anyway, we're gonna have a long stretch of nothing, so let's get started.
Sonic, wait here for a second. Sonic, hop in! Let's go!
So this is our first Sky Chase level, spoiler first. This level sucks. It's basically on rails. I actually found an exploit. I don't remember how it's done, but you can actually just like hide in the corner, not push any. It's like just move to the corner, just leave it like that, and you can actually complete the level like that. Like I'm not even kidding, I actually did this during a practice run on the Steam version. When I was trying to figure out if that version would work out, it turned out it wouldn't. But Sky Chase is a sad level to me because it was going to be more exciting. They were going to have a giant mechanical dragon. But then they took it out. It's like, why? Look, something exciting would happen in this level, but I guess because it's kind of scripted, that maybe would have thrown off some of the scripted events. It would have made it feel a little bit more like Star Fox, which would have already been out by this point. Which is also a good game. No, not to say that this isn't a good game, this is not as good as it could be. So yes, Tails, as you may guess, also goes with Sky Chase. So I'm cutting this out in all future instances. It's only one more, so I can't get too trigger happy with editing. But yes, I'll be cutting out Tails' Sky Chase because, quite frankly, there's nothing to do here. I remember I was watching like a co-op let's play where they were like trading off every story, and thus they actually did have to show both times because a different person was playing it the second time. But I'm only one person, so I'm cutting like nuts. Just cutting out all the repeat content because it's not necessary to show everything. Cutscenes I am going to leave in because, again, they're slightly altered depending on what character you're playing as. And it's actually kind of cool. Again, as a kid I always thought it was weird that there was no consistency, but it's to represent a point of view shift. This is actually, in my opinion, actually clever. And by point of view shift, basically certain characters come off differently, and their dialogue reflects that, depending on how they're seen by that character.
We did it!
Way to go, Tails! Tails? Tails! You're not who I'm looking for. Oh, I wonder if he's okay.
I know Sonic's concerned for his best friend and all, but I just have to point this out. The Dreamcast version of this cutscene is actually infamous. Because there's actually one point where Sonic's, like, I think it's his right eye from our left, basically. Yeah, our left, his right. His eye, like, rolls into his head like a slot machine. And it's one of those weird bugs that no one can explain out of this version. So we need to go to Casinopolis, believe it or not.
Sonic, wait up! Long time no see!
Amy!
What's wrong with you anyway? Listen, this birdie seems to be in trouble, so you need to be his bodyguard for a while.
You must be kidding!
If you don't, we're just gonna tag along anyway.
So now we can play as Amy. Again, I think I should say as, not with. This is when Amy started to be kind of a terrible character. To put it bluntly, she's kind of awful in this game. And I'll feature games from this point on to Heroes, 06, Shadow.
Ah, look! Eggman's robot's on the loose!
No problem. He's just a chunk of cheesy hardware.
Whoa!
Oh, now what? Huh?
Look here! It says, cute couples get in free! Let's go!
Amy! Wait! Oh, man! That girl is such a pain.
I actually take back what I just said. She's not that bad in Shadow. She has no interaction with Sonic, so she's actually fine. It's just sad that I have to put it like that. It's like, oh, she doesn't have any interaction with Sonic, so of course she's okay in that game. But yeah, she's just kind of moody, I guess would be the word, the best way to put it. That's one way to put it, I suppose. And the neediness hits a fever point, I think, at Sonic Heroes, where she's like super obsessive. But in this game, she's just like mildly obsessive, if that helps. Not really. Hit detection in this mode sucks. It makes no sense what will kill you and what won't. So I just avoid everything equally. I don't know why I died there either. Because I'm pretty sure that's a scripted event. That's her first death, and of course it happens inexplicably. I wouldn't have it any other way because this is Sonic Adventure. If I had a perfect run of this game, I would have actually been kind of sad because then I couldn't make fun of it as much. Everyone would just be like, why are you hating on this game so much? It looks fine. But there, we had something stupid happen, so... this usually happens on a much greater scale though, is what I'm saying. The fact that I've gone this long without a weird glitch-induced death is actually rather impressive. Yeah, there we go. You can let go to sort of drift a little bit. It's not the best, but you don't really have anything that needs that much precision other than the A rank, which I want to say is 4.5 minutes. This level's long though, so you gotta be really on the ball, and also be ready to potentially break the game. Because, yeah, it's not super solid in geometry, so you can actually speedrun it pretty easily if you know what you're doing. I've seen speedruns of this level where you just basically go way out of bounds and clear the level in no time flat. So if you know what you're doing, this level really isn't bad. If you don't know what you're doing, then it's a little bit of a problem, and this is actually one of the few levels where I've never really taken the time to sit down and be like, I want to learn this level. one of the exploits has to do with that, with this thing at the end. You get thrown out of the roller coaster and you land on you go down a little chute basically. I've heard there's actually part of the speedrun involves not doing that. I don't remember any details beyond that though, but I just remember something about how in that room you can actually get out of bounds, and that ends up being close to where the level ends. Yeah, we got 2 pins, which technically counts as a strike in this universe, because logic. By the way, these little animals are for the Chow Garden. I will not be going over the Chow Garden because that is not part of the game. That's really integral in my opinion. Maybe a little bit, brief overview bonus video. I'm not gonna get every emblem either because honestly it's an exercise in frustration for some of the characters, namely Big the Cat. But also this area was completely retextured from the Dreamcast version, and no one knows why, because it looked better according to some. But yeah, in addition to just up-resing character models, they just flat out changed textures all over the place in certain parts, and it doesn't make sense because the textures were fine in some areas. They actually have more life than the ones in the actual HD version, believe it or not. But yeah, this was Sonic's big jump into 3D, so it has a lot of the staples. You have all your little item boxes, which are more like item bubbles and boxes in this particular game. You have like you only have 2 shields. You have the magnet. Is the magnet shield in this game? I think it's just a green shield, actually. Which is a little bit weird. By the way, there are items over here if you need rings. If you want to raise Chow, you need a lot of rings, so keep that in mind. First stage also without a Chaos Emerald, if I can break the damn capsule. The capsule makes its appearance from Sonic, well, every 2D Sonic game. You basically have to free all the animals because the original game's plot heavily involved Robotnik trying to enslave animals and putting them into robots, and then freeing the robots, or freeing the animals. So that's an element brought in from the classics, which is why people like this game, because in essence...
Welcome to Twinkle Park.
Oh, shoot! I've lost Amy! I bet that robot hauled butt after her. I'd better catch her before it does.
Anyway, as I was saying, this game actually captures a lot of elements from the classic 2D Sonic games. More so than, say, Heroes or some of the other games. Anyway, a business card randomly fell from the sky, conveniently allowing us to get into this building. However, we will be tackling this in the next part, so ditch that. Thank you for watching. I think I got lodged in the ceiling, by the way. Thank you for watching, and I hope you join me next time for more Sonic Adventure.